Dear students, today we are going to talk about fifth lesson in algebra, which is order of mathematical operations. I mean here if we have problem and there are many operations, which here we must do it as a first time and which here we must do it as a second time. So let's see these rules. When we have here many operations, the first one we must do it will be brackets. The second one, it will be power. The third one, it will be multiplying and dividing. Both of them are the same. The fourth one, it will be adding and subtracting. Both of them also are the same. Let's see exercise to understand this lesson. Exercise number 1. He gave me here 4 multiplied by 7 minus 3 raised to power 2, which here we must do it as a first time. Yes, we must do here power. So we keep 4 multiply 7 minus 9. And here we have multiplying and subtracting operation. So which here is the first one? Yes, we must do here multiplying operation as a first. So we multiply 4 by 7, it will be equal 28 minus 9 as it. Finally, we do here the subtraction operation. It will be finally equal 19. The second exercise here, he gave me 20 divided by 5 plus 8 minus open brackets 4 minus 1, which here is the first one. Yes, we must do brackets. So we keep all word problem as it, 20 divided 5 plus 8 as it, minus, and calculate the brackets here, it will be 3. Now we have here divide plus subtract, so we must do here division operation as a first time. It will be equal 20 divided 5 equals 4 plus 8 minus 3 as it. Now we have adding and subtracting, and both of them are the same. Which here we must do it as a first time. We must here start with adding, because when we see adding as a first time from left side to right side, we must do it as a first operation. So we must add here 4 and 8, it will be equal 12 minus 3. Finally, it will be equal 12 minus 3 equal 9, like that. Let's see exercise number 3. We have here 2 minus, and we have here 2 brackets, the big one and the small one inside it equals 7 minus 3, close the small brackets, it will be minus 2, close the big brackets. Which here we must do it as a first time. We must do here the small brackets as a first time. So it will be equal to minus open brackets and calculate the small brackets. 7 minus 3, it will be equal 4 minus 2. And then we must do the brackets again. It will be equal 2 minus 2. Finally, it will be equal 0. Let's see more exercise on this lesson to understand this lesson. Follow. Number 4, 9 times 4 raised to power 2 divided by 2 raised to power 2 multiplying by 3. We have here 4 raised to power 2 and also 2 raised to power 2, which here we must do it as a first time. We must do the power. So we can do both of them in the same time, like that. We can write 9 as it times 16 divided by 4 times 3. Note that we do both of them in the same time. And then we have multiplying operation and dividing and multiplying again. So which here we must do it as a first time. We must do this multiplying operation because I told you when we have the same sign here, multiplying and dividing are the same. So we must do multiplying operation from left hand side as a first time. So we must multiply 9 by 16, it will be equal 144 divided 4 times 3 as it. And now we have here divide and multiplying, so we must do division operation here because we have division operation as a first term from left to right hand side. So we divided 144 divided by 4. It will be equal 36 times 3, finally equal 108. Let's see number 5. We have here 5 times big brackets, inside each small brackets 2 raised to power 2 minus 1, close the brackets, minus again small brackets, 2 raised to power 2 minus 2, close the small brackets and close the big brackets. We must here do what brackets? First time we must do here power inside small brackets. Okay, so it will be equal 5 times open brackets and calculate power inside the small brackets. It will be 4 minus 1 minus 4 minus 2. Then we can calculate the two brackets inside the big brackets. Again, we can calculate the two small brackets inside these big brackets. So it will be equal 5 times open brackets. It will be the first one 3 minus the second one, it will be 2. Finally, we can do the last brackets here. It will be equal 5 times 1. It will be equal finally 5. Let's see more exercise on this lesson. If we have this operation, 8 plus 20 minus 4 over 8 minus 4, which we here must do as a first time. We must here do numerator alone and denominator alone. How? We must here add 8 plus 20 up and subtract 8 minus 4 down, like that. It will be equal 8 plus 20 minus 4 over 8 minus 4. The first operation here, it will be addition operation. So 8 plus 20, it will be equal 28 minus 4 as it. And down 8 minus 4, it will be 4. In the same time, we know that we can do numerator alone and denominator also alone. So finally, we can subtract 4 from 28 in the numerator. It will be equal 24. And finally, we can divide it both of them, because we have here fraction power. It means we divide 24 divided by 4. It will be equal finally 6. Let's see more exercise in this part. We have here number 7, 5 raised to power 2 minus 5 times 2 over 8 minus open brackets 2 plus 2. We do here numerator alone and denominator also alone. How? Like that. We have here power in numerator, so it will be equal 25 minus 10. We do here power and then we do multiplying operation and keep subtraction operation as it in numerator. Down we here do brackets, so keep 8 minus and do the brackets, it will be 4. Finally, we can do numerator, it will be 25 minus 10, it will be equal 15 over 8 minus 4, it will be equal 4. Finally, it will be equal 15 over 4. Thanks for your listening. Goodbye, and next session with Mr. Hazem.